Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That like blew up my microphone. The first thing I do whenever I push record is blow my nose. Excuse me. Alrighty. I have promoted myself on all of my other channels. And I'm ready to go.
Congratulations on your promotion.
What?
Congrats on your promotion.
Oh, my fiance's being cheeky and is telling me congrats on your promotion. Little chicky. See, where am I gonna put my chat? I have no idea. I'll figure it out. For now, oh god, this music is so relaxing. I love it so fucking much. Alright. Hello. Chapter 5. Oh boy. This game is so stressful. Like, sometimes it feels like unnecessarily so. Oh, interesting. Hold on. Weird. Alright. Of course, there's no fucking music. Oh, I have a visitor still. Oh. How much energy do I have? A lot of water energy, but nothing else. Oh, it's saved. Nice. I think I'd be okay with getting rid of the deer folk deputy, to be honest. Alright, we're gonna try to quickly make another card before we take our next visitor. So I think the Pleasant Prairie was the one that I just used. I've actually yet to be able to use the Moonstone Temple again. It's so funny how this is essentially just like Dark Souls. Interesting. Oh, hi Xander. What do you mean this is for me? Oh wow! Thanks for the sub! I really appreciate that. Thank you. Boom. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I haven't even done any voice acting. That's very generous of you. Alright. Back to game. Ooh. Oh, it's my turn. It's your turn with the Prime sub. I appreciate that still. I haven't played this game in so long, so it's honestly nice. Alright, I know what I want to do now. Am I gonna have enough energy for it, though? No! Fuck! I gotta go study. Well, actually, no, I'm studying. I'm now unfortunately going to AFK. Oh yeah, of course, enjoy. I probably won't be able to get to the voice acting bit until you're back. I'll pick an interactive tale at random from my collection. Last One Standing by Giada Zavarais. Oh, excuse me. I've been drinking. Pardon the burping. Oh, excuse me. Again. Whew. I also hope that I'm not too loud on the microphone. I might turn myself down a little bit. Well, no. Okay. When your people started dying, they did it without a whimper, vanishing like fruits plucked from an invisible hand. By invisible hands. As the lead hunter, you led a squad of your best men into the jungle. You returned alone, an entire squadron of warriors gone while your back was turned. Must be a giant snake swallowing them whole, said the village chief. For the predator left no traces, no sounds, and not even the bones of its victims. When your people started disappearing from their own huts, they stopped believing in animals and started believing in monsters. Some prayed, Others tried to leave the island, but only to be killed by the waves. You sharpened your spear and kept your eyes peeled. Hi, honey. You are the only human being still alive on this island, but you are not alone. You can feel its gaze on your skin while you sleep. You saw the monster itself a couple of times as you scoured the island, a flick of a tail, a glint of eyes in the woods. And now you have finally found it. A big coil of ink and smoke resting on a flat rock in the middle of a meadow. You are the lead hunter, but you have never killed a beast like this. A snake, yes, but one made of dark waters and whispers and faded dreams. I am so sorry. I was so hungry. The monster laments, voice as soft as the night. I ate and realized too late there's no food left except for you. The shock of hearing it speak makes your hand shake. If I kill you, I'll starve. And if you kill me, you will remain alone without even revenge to keep you company. The monster regards you with its many eyes. Let me eat one of your fingers, so our doomed chase may continue for a while. I feel like pressing accept is going to get me the water element that I need, so I'm going to do that.
I'll do it.
The monster lowers its head, taking your finger in its maw with a gentleness that makes you squirm. You don't even feel pain. Your finger is simply gone. And a blink and a grin later, the creature disappears as well. The next day you resume the chase, a knife hanging on your belt, your gaze set on the tallest peak of the island. You spend most of your morning climbing higher and higher, looking for a cave where a night creature could sleep. Your foot slips, and an instant later, you're upside down, and there's blood in your mouth and pain in your head. You fell into a chasm and broke something during the fall. Oh, Jort's is a simp. That's so funny. That's so funny that it didn't register that earlier. I gotta change the setting. Sorry. Wait a minute, I thought there was... Oh, there it is. Okay, that's better. Much better. Thank you for bearing with me on that. Okay, back to this. You fell into a chasm and broke something during the fall. A chuckle. You twist your body, straining your neck to peek at the monster looking at you from the ridge of the cliff. It looks different than before. More swollen, and yet less solid. Stretched thin. The creature slides down the cliff and wraps you in its coils, lifting you up. It only releases you once you're safe, your back propped against the wall of a cave. I am so sorry, the monster whispers, huddling beside your bleeding body. I was so hungry. I'm always hungry. It hurts so much. Something pokes you from behind, your knife still sheathed at your belt. I'm gonna rest and recover. You ignore the creature and shut your eyes, trying to rest and regain your energy. You hear the creature sing moments before falling asleep. When you wake up, your bleeding has stopped and the monster is gone. You crawl out of the cave and see a still sea, a lonely boat painted on the horizon. You hurry to gather green branches and light a fire, filling the sky with heavy smoke. The boat turned towards the island. As you prepare yourself for the long climb down, a voice behind you. I'm sorry. The creature sobs, now barely a faded shadow. The three small shapes following it, on the other hand, look horribly real. They're so hungry, the monster explains, as the three creatures start crawling on your legs. They're just so hungry. It hurts so much. Fuck, I got water energy. I need air. Penelope, again, by Giada Zavaraz. Your lover left you on a bright summer's day, kissing you on the cheek before sailing away. An evil to vanquish, no time for love. But to you the hero said, please wait for me, my dove. A ring, a promise, a marriage to await. But you were never one to wait. You found yourself another partner, a country boy, an uneventful life, yet filled with joy. Of your hero you heard stories, plays and songs fit for dance, but you never spared them a second glance. Unholy exorcism. You thought you knew your demons, you spent your whole life exorcising them. Duke Bathim, the serpent-tailed, Earl Fufur, the winged deer, Duke Murmur, who rides a griffin, Beelzebub, surrounded by flies. But you had no name for the monster inhabiting the girl in front of you, for the wheel of fire in her eyes, the pale glow emanating from her skin. She was tied to her bed, pale and still as a corpse. When she spoke, she let words fall from her mouth like pieces of glass. Fear not, for behold, I bring you good news of great joy. She smiled a terrible smile, too white and too calm, sparkles dancing on her lips like brine. We are an angel on a holy mission to learn what it means to be human. We have chosen this girl as our host to allow us to experience the world through her. You let the creature speak. And the angel said the girl shall live her life in a state of perpetual bliss, mind shrouded in ecstasy while her body wandered. A brief existence for human flesh is not made to host angels, but oh, what a blessing to be the living receptacle of a miracle. She did not ask for this, yet could not hope for a better life. The girl was only 13. Oh, interesting. Alright. That's why you had to slit her throat? That's why you brought her here? Or that's why you told the angel to take your body instead? God. I want to say the third one is probably going to get me the air elemental. Like, I really fucking hope it does. That's why you were here now in front of the Vatican Council, eyes full of fire and light coating your skin. Be not afraid, you say, but it's not really you anymore. Got Earth. God damn it. Oh, it won't let me read anymore. On the Four Elements of Water by Eugenia. Which can easily fall in love with the element of water. Water is the substance of all things. Your nature is a vacuum. It's platonic ideal. Love, desire, sadness, even hope. Anything is able to hold or channel feelings. One could say a piece of wood isn't able to have its own genuine feelings. That emotion is the heart of the beholder. Excuse me. But multiple experiments without history have proven this hypothesis wrong. Take this very same piece of wood and leave it in a home full of love. Let a family take care of it, talk to it, embrace it. Then take this piece of wood to another planet and leave it in the middle of a forest. Observe animals walking around it with the utmost respect. Eventually, we would be able to see a wandering artist falling in love with that piece of wood and taking it with him to carve the most beautiful piece of art. Water has infinite potential. Any element can absorb a massive amount of water energy. When full, water will start overflowing, impregnating any other elements in its surroundings. Combining water with water, and you will unlock boundless potential. You will access the maximum power that anything has to offer. Water and water is the realization of potential. Oh, I love that. Okay, well, let's see what I can do with all this water elemental then. I feel like this is telling me that I should just make a card that's all water. Oh shit, that's not what I want. I walked to the wrong thing. Wait. Alright, the Shipwreck Library, the home of a water deity that collects every letter that was never sent or never got to its destination. Witches can purchase this lost knowledge in exchange for unedited poems or beautiful shells.
Which lab is it that I'm pulling up?
That's so funny. Am I really going to combine these again? Yeah, I'll combine the Wolf Mother.
It's leaving me on the other one, on that first half that we were doing before. I couldn't get it to load, so I was watching along.
Its contents are sour because it pours the unshed tears of the dead. Snow cat eyes. The eyes of a cat from a crystal nebula dimension. If you seal the eye in a snow cat in a glass doll, it'll come to life and protect you until it shatters. Alright, sure. Why not?
I think it's because it hosts a VM for every instance of the lab. I mean, it might just be, hitting whatever they're hosting or virtualizing that on pretty hard all at once when everybody's loading it. Now, if they could just give us access to the file, I have Packet Tracer on here. I could just run this locally, but I can't pull a copy of the pre-configured network file without being in the VM.
Oh, it's terrifying.
I'm in. 6801. Okay. Come back. Probably needs to see the whole result.
And now I don't want it.
Yeah, you only have to type up until there's nothing that you could autocomplete, where it could be like one or the other. Yeah, so just enable, configure terminal, interface, gigabit 00, till it's down. And then
That kind of works.
Control Z is just exits all the way back to privilege access. Alright, create sub-interface.
It looks silly, but I'm also still okay with it. Shit. Damn it, I did it again.
Oh. Okay, so no, not for that.
Yeah, stop doing that.
Okay. So it created this sub-interface. Oh, just set the IP. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, gotcha. Got it.
That's kind of cute. I'm not gonna do that though. It's silly. Alright. Alright, so this still means coming of age. A flood of water can... Yes. Mercy, wellness, communication, peace, power. Yay! Okay, cool. I'm really glad I was able to recreate the coming of age. Honestly, I didn't like that I couldn't make that deck before. I have to have 3 air for that. Is there any background that works with that? Not really. I forgot to see about the moon tower again. The cane of sacred wood. Alright, the Harvest Oracle. Let's see about that.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's almost like he was intended to have this in his hand. Oh, that's really cool.
Same presumably for Active Directory and similar tools.
Oh, shit. Hi, Jeffers. Yes, so I am building a tarot card, and as far as I can understand, there is no wrong way to build it. But the way that you build it does determine how the story plays out. Thank you, Stray Jort's my fiance, for answering. I was so engrossed in what I was doing. I wasn't even paying attention. Why do they only give me one of these, though? Yeah, I really was focused. I was just like, what am I gonna do? Oh, I guess I can copy this. Yes. Oh, that's disturbing. Homegirl's on a mission. It's not Yu-Gi-Oh, but she's down with the heart of the cards. Yeah, no one's dueling anybody in this game. Okay. There we go. Do I want some tea? They got a spoopy vibe. Yeah, very witchy. Yes, precisely. I don't know if that looks any good. Like, these trees look too simple. And also too far away. I know it looks really weird, but I think I'm just gonna add the one tree. Maybe the dead tree right next to it. Excuse me. Saw dads. Saw parla. Oh my god.
21 for control data to call the file. Oh, you meant, I'm sorry. I thought you meant what port does the FTP service use? Totally my bad. Gig 01. Inbound. Gig 03.
I don't really know what this is supposed to be. Yeah, Jort's in class, doing class things. Um... Is Boulette harfing? Oh, nope, she isn't. She's fine. Shit, I fucked it up. Is that in the center? That's good enough. Alright, we're gonna try to go with that. I feel like that's pretty symbolic. Yeah, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. Because I don't want to spend all night on this. But I think the symbology is there. I do believe. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of symbols. Gladiolus breeze. The prairie grants a space for meditation. A magical harvest is meant to be shared. Harvest build community. The oracle only offers the strongest seeds of a strain. The sacred cane blesses the landscape. Oh, this is perfect because this is a really positive card. Guide, discovery, determination, rightfulness, justice, support, success. All right, cool. I'm happy. Okay, I can go back to playing this game now. Hi, DNA. Wow, guys, thanks for, like, coming to my stream. I haven't streamed in so long. And I have 5 whole viewers. That's crazy. I'm doing okay, DNA. You know what's going on. Show 7 free? Great. I'm glad. The more the merrier. Dear Fortuna, you wanted to see us, right? I'd love to get it together before the race starts. Let me know when's a good time and I'll pick up Dahlia and come over to your place. Your friend Jasmine. So great. 7 it is. 7 is a lucky number. I think OBS Studios is just like really slow to count who my actual viewer amount is. So that would make sense. So for context, now that I'm done building cards, the president of, or the leader of the coven is dead. And now there's no other way to describe it. There's a democratic race to choose who the next leader of the coven is going to be. And I've decided to campaign to become the next leader of the coven. And my friends Jasmine and Dahlia also. Oh, they're so pretty. Let me blow my nose before I keep going. Also, I hope this music isn't too loud. I mean, yeah. Thanks for coming. It's been centuries since we got the three of us together. I don't know why we didn't do this, like, I don't know, right away. What's up, witches? And you bet Magic Life can get so chaotic sometimes that we just forget to enjoy it. Blessed be! Fate's moving along pretty slowly. I literally just spent, most of my stream, like the last 40 minutes, building 2 cards. Also, thanks for the follow, Arcane. I really appreciate it. And I am running for witch president because I don't agree with either of their campaigns. At first, I was supporting Dahlia, but I just couldn't bring myself to when offered the opportunity to run when my older sister encouraged me to do so. Fate spins along as it should. Yes, thanks, Withers. Thank you. Yeah, I am really happy. I haven't played this game in so long, probably like a whole month. I've only been playing it while on stream. I have some videos. I have one video of it on my YouTube. I have other videos that I have to upload of me playing this. But yeah. Yay! Have you finished it, Arcane? Because if you have, obviously don't tell me. And you, yeah, okay, great. Yeah, it makes me so happy to see the two of you together. Ooh, what should I say? Tell me about some adventure I missed. What did we do last time we met? And we should plan a trip for when I regain my freedom. Ooh, what did we do the last time we met? That's what I'm gonna ask first. Yes, but even a spider changed the fate of a pig. Oh, I've 100% it and played it like 3. Oh, nice. Yeah, I did my best to not spoil myself on it. I was a little shocked when I opened up Steam and saw their Valentine's Day announcement. I was like, guess I'm gonna have to make a Twitter account. What did we do the last time we met? I remember. You two came over to my garden. We had some delicious pastries that Fortuna baked herself. Oh, I remember. And we opened that bottle of swordfish liquor I got from the Nomad Sky Caravan. Oh shit, I do remember now. We started to play that silly mortal game you taught us. All right, truth or dare. Aparlo, what do you mean seen the Halo TV show? I thought we did watch the Halo TV show.
Season 2 is coming. Season 2 is out right now.
Oh, no, we only watched season 1 and I won't be watching season 2. Oh, well, I'm really glad, but I'm glad you think so. I'm gonna spoil myself on the plot before I even watch it, just to see if it's actually worth watching. It was all the rage among teenagers when I was a young mortal. Ah, oh, damn, that I dared to read into the future of the Coven. Ah, that is how the incident started. Fucking Adana, this is all her fault. If you ask me, she got off lightly. Now it's up to us to clean up after her fucking mess. I just watch for characters that feels more before reach for me. Nice! Arcane, are you aiming to get the behemoth or the custom deck? To be honest, so I want to gift the behemoth to one of my friends, but I would keep the custom deck. I 100% would want the custom deck, and I would recreate my deck. 100%. If anything, I would probably go, that's one hell of a gift, I know. Trust me, we have a friend who would super appreciate that gift. But as far as the deck goes, like, if anything, I would, I haven't gone to a convention in a long time, but if I did go to a convention, I would 100% want to cosplay as, maybe not Fortuna specifically from this game, but I would want to cosplay as somebody. And like have my little deck with me. That'd be really cute. Are you nervous about the elections? You can't imagine. I'm cool. More excited than anything. On the one hand, I'm not worried because whoever wins in the end, the Coven is going to be well looked after. On the other hand, I want what's best for the Coven, and I truly believe my program is the safest bet. Just to be clear, I do think you'd make for a lovely leader. But playing it safe is the death of progress, Jasmine. But aren't we all well already? We just need to iron out Idana's more abusive politics and put some love into the community. What were the seals? Knowledge, I know is one of them, so I have Idana's eye. To be admired was also one of them. I got that pretty early on in like chapter 2. I don't remember what my other two were. It sucks because it almost feels like I should have wrote them down because there's like no way for me to like check what they are. Apollo, dude, it's a halo. Nobody wears a helmet. Chief does, and that's who that show's supposed to be about. I just watch it for my favorite character. Yeah, I get it, guys. About Halo. Where do you draw your energy from, and what are you willing to sacrifice? I think for sacrifice, I think I said myself. I might have said my lover. I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure I said myself. And where do I draw my energy from? I think it might have been kindness. I don't remember though. I would honestly have to look up what those options are. That's because the status quo benefits you. Think about all the novices and all the witches who don't fit into that orderly vision, myself included. My plan is not to start a revolution, but to level the playing field. Jeffers, I meant that as an I'll let others enjoy it and not... Yes, absolutely. Where do I draw my energy from? Probably friends. I think I might have said friends. But I also could have said self. Where do I draw my energy from? Yeah, it was either friends or self. Definitely not rivals. It's not fair that power is held by the eldest. Novices need to be guided, though. Think about when we had just ascended. We weren't in any shape to be making important decisions. I don't know about that. Age has its own setbacks. What do you think, Fortuna? Well, about that, I guess it's time I make my stance clear. I am running for leader myself. What? Oh my, but aren't you exiled? Patrice is going to help me run the campaign. In fact, it was her who practically forced me into this venture.
No, we can have a little bit.
Okay. And what's her deal? I'm not really sure yet. We still have to define our program. But my sister is dead set on having my divination at the helm of the new government. That'd be quite an asset, all right. Have you really thought this through? I doubt a criminal has much of a chance at leadership. Oh, I just want to punch Jasmine in the face. Oh. Whoa, that's a bit strong. I'm not a criminal, Jasmine. Part of the plan of becoming the next leader is to eradicate unfair punishments. Oh, Dahlia. I mean, Jasmine has her moments. Like, okay, so the thing is that I thought I could trust Jasmine at the very end of, like, the second or third chapter. And I told her about, the witch who had become half behemoth. And she was like, I must tell Adana right away. And I'm just like, no, please don't tell her. Please don't tell her. Greth, thank you. And I'm like, please don't tell her. And she's like, no, I won't listen to you. I must. And I was like, snitch. So you actually wanted to meet us to declare war, huh? Not war. I just thought it'd be proper to let you know firsthand. I really think that no matter who wins, the future is bright. Yeah, that's what I like to think. But the stress of competing against you two is a bit overwhelming. I love how she does this. Oh. Why don't we use this opportunity to promise that no matter what, we'll still be friends after the race is over? No promises needed. I never had a doubt about it. Likewise, we will always be friends. Thank you. I don't know what I would do if I lost you. You won't. I love you. I love you too. I love you 3. Fuck off. Okay, the next few weeks are about to get pretty busy. I better leave and start preparing my knives. Figuratively speaking, I understand. No. Literally. I'm a daggersmith. That's what I do. No need to stab anyone, though. I hope. Ha ha. Okay, you two, take care. Okay. See you soon. Take care, both of you. Bye. Thanks for coming. Why does it sound like I'm not going to be friends with them at the end of this game? Oh, I forgot who the turtle is. Oh, it's Patrice. That's right. Fortuna, everything is set to go. Get your shit in order because it's about to get real. Let me know when you're ready and we'll review the program and campaign plan. Let's look at my energy. Is there, like, any way that I can review what I had chosen? I don't think there is. Well, like, so there's no, like, chat log. So there's no way that I can go back and review past choices. As someone who forgets decisions that they make in the game very often, I'm like, well, that'd be really useful right now. Oh well, that's fine. It is what it is. Alright. Let's invite her over. Come on over, sis. It's so funny because I also have an older sister who's like really bossy. Alright.
So this would go like a
Oh!
demarcation.
That's still a very strong drink. What's up, buddy? I have a cat that's curious. What's up? Nah, he doesn't want to come over. Being bossy's in our contracts. Honestly, though. Alright, what voice did I have for Patrice? She seems kind of apathetic. I think that's what I did. puppy. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, that's a lot of cat. This is Bombadil. There he is. Kitty! He's so excited. Oh. Oh, pet the cat. Pet the cat. Kitty, kitty, kitty. He's just liquid. Nom, nom, nom. I kissed her snaggletooth. It's kind of gross. Alright. Oh, this is pretty loud. Again. Alright. How are you? So I'm either fine, relaxed, ready, focused, excited and eager, awful and anxious, or terrified. I feel like I'm focused. Like, I'm steeling myself for what's ahead. Good, she says. Hold on to that fuel. Did you meet with Dahlia and Jasmine? Yes, I did. How did they take it? Oh no! How do they take it? Are we all fine? Because I said at the end of that conversation, I don't think we're fine. I'm gonna say they didn't show it, but I know they weren't happy. Because that's how I feel. It's only natural. They both wanted you on their side because they know how fundamental your talents are for this campaign. Is there a point redemption to pet Jort? No, not while he's in class. We'll maybe think of one whenever we're doing our couple streams. Now you wanna meow for everybody? Can you meow for everybody? I'm sure they're terrified now that they know you're running against them. Oh, I don't know. They're way more prepared than me. They're just bothered about the nuisance. You can't... Okay, alright, buddy. Okay. Bonk. Bonk. They can wait for an opportune time. Yeah, whenever his class wraps up. Let me, God, I have to log. I'm not gonna add it right now, because I'd have to log back into Twitch to do that. But I will consider you asking as a redemption. If you do another pet the kitty. If you do a pet the kitty, I'll pet him. Excuse me. Excuse me again. I can't really be that naive. If we play our cards right, we're gonna sweep the fuck. I accidentally pressed space. Maybe. Okay. Allow me to give you a rundown of what's ahead. We have to define a program and a plan. First, we'll analyze our opponents, and I'll interview you to see where we stand on the main issues. Then, we'll sketch and review a program. Once we get to something solid, we'll form a team and schedule some campaign actions to get the ball rolling. The date for the election Congress hasn't been decided yet, but we're against the clock as of now. All clear? Yes! Good. First of all, did someone tell you about the 5 pillars of the coven? You know, judgment, law enforcement, forbidden arts, mortal affairs, and witch duties. Do you need me to explain them to you? I do remember whenever, Dahlia and... Hold on. Is this still really that, like, loud? Yeah, it is kind of loud in my ears. When Dahlia and Jasmine were telling me their plans. You know what sucks is that I took a screenshot. I knew to take a screenshot of Jasmine's plan. But I didn't take a screenshot of Dahlia's, and I am beating myself up about it. I'm gonna ask her to explain them to me though. Thorough. That's good. Here's the deal. There are 5 key directives to keep our coven's cogs churning. As I said, judgment, law enforcement, forbidden arts, mortal affairs, and witch duties. I have to change where my chat is. Make good note of them. Judgment is about how we deal with conflicts within the coven, how we determine who's at fault and such. It's also the executive branch, where the coven is going and how we deal with major events. Until now, we've had runic judgment, which basically consisted of Adana consulting with the gods and us blindly swallowing whatever she fed us. Then we have law enforcement. That's how the coven punishes anyone who did something wrong or forbidden, as determined by judgment. Right now, as you're well aware, we send infractors into exile for a variable amount of time depending on the severity of their actions. Can our slogan be "Fuck you, exile"? Very punk, it may work. Oh, I'm gonna need some more juice. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh my god. Okay. Next is forbidden arts. That's how we deal with perilous magic knowledge, such as summoning behemoths, necromancy, etc. The current directive is that when the coven determines that something could put our community at risk, we ban it. And there's mortal affairs. That's how we deal with humans, and as traditionally put, other lesser beings. Lesser beings as in animals or any life form that doesn't have access to magic, actually. Fuck that term, by the way. Adana determined that mortals should be exploited and manipulated at witches' convenience. Did you know that Adana wanted to cause World War III on Earth? What? Why? To harvest energy from mortals. Fucking bastard. We still have a celebration pending to send her off to hell. Oh yeah, by the way, I avoided World War III, guys. You're welcome. You bet. Last but not least, they are the witch duties. That defines what obligation members have to the coven. Right now, we have those obnoxious quarterly controls Adana imposed on us to check on our progress. You skipped them thanks to exile, but damn if they haven't been a pain in the ass. Also, should a witch fail to deliver, they'll eventually lose their membership. Imagine the strain that's put on many of our sisters. Yeah, Adana went corporate. It's literally insane that she did that. Okay, I just saved that screenshot. If I have to go to one more scrum. I would have gladly done my homework in exchange for freedom, though. I know, but still. Luckily, the controls are suspended until after the elections, and many of us are hoping they will be canceled forever. Nice. That's all 5 of them, right? Yes, but for these elections, there's an additional crucial point to the race. What to do with Adana's corpse. Alright. The coven is divided between devouring her, making the 100 members that we are right now more powerful, or scattering her remains throughout the cosmos so more witches can ascend, making the coven more diverse. What's your stance on that? I don't have a strong opinion on it. I'm fine with either becoming more powerful or welcoming more witches. But make no mistake, it's one of the hottest topics in these elections. So whatever you choose, be ready for a storm. Understood. Internalize these issues. Take your time. Let me know when you're ready to continue. Oh my god, that was the game telling me to take a screenshot or write it down. Game, you're so smart. Done. Good. Let's start dissecting our rivals then. Who do you want to start with? Jasmine, of course. I totally have it out for Jasmine in this game. In this particular version of the game. Oh, look at her little teapot brewing picture. She's so cute. I feel like, I don't know why, but this game still seems really loud to my ears. Maybe it's just me. Alright. Jasmine was born in a small English town during the Industrial Revolution, circa 1800. That put her in a cultural sweet spot for amassing the sympathies of the coven. She's a young witch in the eyes of the eldest, medieval and ancient witches, but not so alien as us contemporarian witches. Contemporanean. With our world wars, TV, internet, and other global lunacies. Jasmine gets along with us, but is also part of the last decent generation, according to the most conservative witches. Oh, is some of this new? Or interesting, Arcane, to your playthrough, or your last 3 playthroughs, I guess? Yeah, it's why I'm excited to, like, just keep going through this game, through its natural progression. And then I'll replay this, like, maybe once a year or something, just to keep it fresh. I saw this game on, like, TikTok or something, and I was like, I have to have it. Her politics are a liberal revision of Adana's, removing the most tyrannical mechanisms by reducing punishment and responsibilities. That will maintain the status quo, but give more room for individualism and personal enterprise, free from so many duties and the fear of failure. Wow, how did you manage to get all that info in so little time? Enjoying the perks of having a journalist sister now, huh? Now focus. Her program to achieve this... Oh, thank God! Oh, I'm so happy they do a review of her political views. I've had one that was exactly like what you've been doing so far and one completely different. Oh, fascinating. I mean, honestly, if I would play this again, the one big decision that I would make differently is I would support Dahlia and I would not run for president. Alright, so Jasmine's politics. Judgment will be performed by a quorum of the 4 eldest witches in agreement with the leader. That is the sweetest candy of her program for the old lot. Enforcement will work with a system of strikes. She hasn't specified how many yet, but should a witch accumulate enough warnings, she will be expelled from the coven. Way less radical than exile, and the worst case scenario is the freedom to start anew elsewhere. Regarding forbidden arts, she won't change a thing. Anything deemed dangerous by the eldest witches will be banned. Then for mortal affairs, Jasmine proposes a model of protection and guidance. What is good for humanity? What should we protect them from? I guess that'll be determined by the quorum of the eldest. Lastly, as for witch duties, she proposed a policy of no vigilance. Jasmine argues that we should trust every sister will have the coven's interest in mind and that there's no need to evaluate or impose any duties on any member. And of course, regarding the trending topic, Jasmine wants the coven to devour Idana's corpse so we will all become more powerful. Take a minute, screenshot, whoop whoop. Alright, I took a screenshot. Done? Done. Perfect. So tell me now, what do you think is the best strategy to undermine her program? These plans benefit the powerful and forsake novices. Absolutely. I really think that's the biggest thing. Interesting. If we adopt this strategy, we may polarize the coven's opinion. But in the long run, we could gather the support of the young and weak, plus the support of the most compassionate elders. It may do the trick. Good, good. Now to assess the candidate herself. Let us use your privileged info on Jasmine. What would you say is Jasmine's strongest? I have chat blocking the text for me. What do you say is Jasmine's strongest point? Gotcha. She's extremely intelligent and manipulative. She's a pillar of the community. She is a pillar of community. Her apparent innocence and frailty, I mean, like, she is innocent. Like, she does seem very innocent. I think she is very innocent. She's led a privileged life as a witch. And because of that, she's maintained a certain level of innocence. But I don't think she's frail. Her resourcefulness. I mean, like, she grows stuff from nothing. Like, yeah, she's resourceful. I think it's the fact that she's, like, really entrenched in the community. She helps and provides for many people with her garden. Has many contacts and friends. That sure puts her ahead in the race from the very start. It'll be hard to win people's trust in Jasmine. It'll be hard to win people's trust in Jasmine over to our side. We need to undermine her capabilities as a leader and reinforce her status as a community provider so she stays like that rather than as a ruler. That's a good point. Now to her flaws. What would you say is Jasmine's weakest point? Her anxiety, she gets stressed easily. Envy, her compassion, she's easy to intimidate, or vanity, she worries too much about appearances. I have never once heard her worry about her appearance. I don't think she's easy to intimidate. I think she very much would stick to her guns no matter what. I do feel like she does get stressed pretty easily. It's part of why she enjoys and will continue to further the blanket that she has with her privilege by just slightly expanding Idana's politics. Because she's been protected essentially under, she's like, this is the rules, this is life, if I follow the rules, I'll have a good life. So I'm going to say her anxiety. Ooh, that's really easy to exploit. Good, good. That's a flaw that will trigger almost automatically just by competing for leadership. We can push her buttons so she loses focus and messes up. I feel so bad for doing this. Toughen up, Fortuna. Her advisors will be doing the same about you, no doubt. Plus, these are emergency resources. If we play our cards right, we can hope for a clean victory. Appearances as in respectability politics of being seen a correct. Yes, exactly. Focus on bringing your best game, and I wanted to push any ugly buttons. Talk about pressure. Shall we go over Dahlia now? Yeah, sure. Oh my god, the photo that they have here for Dahlia is so badass. Oh, is that why she's also so different? She's not from Earth. I actually didn't realize she's not from Earth. I guess, I mean, I knew she lived on another planet, but like, is she from that planet? Dahlia is not from Earth. On our home planet, politics have evolved and twisted more than anywhere else in the explored universe. Okay. Oh, okay. So she is from the demonic Desolans, planet. That explains her different appearance so much now. She comes from the demonic Desertlands, where matriarchy-based warlordism and chieftainship are the primary form of organization, even nowadays. I'm not saying to underestimate her, but we can expect her to not be well prepared to navigate the intricacies of a political campaign. On the other hand, Dahlia's politics seem to be very different from her homeworld's. From what I've gathered, her focus seems to be collectivizing the Coven's duties and responsibilities, distributing the Coven's power horizontally. Level the playing field is practically her slogan. Her program is to achieve this. Judgment by referendum. Dahlia argues that in a community this compact, we should have to account for every member's input, regardless of their background or preparation. Enforcement. None whatsoever. She believes in amicable resolution. Oh. And should dialogue fail, she wants to leave the matter in the hands of the arbitrage office. Her point being that we don't need to police ourselves when we already have the magical pact. That makes sense. Forbidden arts. Allow free access to any kind of magic and control them through education, not banning. Mortal affairs. Cut all ties with mortals. Dahlia believes we're too privileged to be messing with people's lives. She thinks we should leave them to be and focus on the cosmic and the magical. Which duties? Magical tax. Have every member of the Coven share a percentage of their mage output to pool resources for the benefit of the clan. And finally, she believes we should scatter Adana's remains, so more witches can ascend and our Coven can become more diverse. As you can see, Dahlia is betting on a kind-hearted community that requires goodwill to work. Almost utopic, I must say. Which is why I honestly would have supported her program. What do you think is the best strategy to undermine her program? I don't want to undermine it. It's pretty cool. Point out the failure of communism on Earth? Oh my god. Oh, that's so mean. I don't want to undermine it. It's pretty cool. Expose her naivety. Faith in good intentions is ridiculous. Horizontalism will make us slow and clumsy. Point out the failure of communism on Earth. Or spotlight the primitive societies of our homeworld. Honestly, I'm going to go with number one. I don't want to undermine it. It is really cool. That won't float. It's imperative you challenge your opponent's ideals to get ahead. Try again. What do you think is the best strategy to undermine our program? Fuck you, game. I don't wanna. Oh my god, Xander. Well, so what she's proposing isn't really communism. Like, it's definitely much more of a, like, tribal attitude. At least that's what I feel like. Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right. Social... I mean, it is... So, I'll do communism then, yeah. Oh my god, guys, stop. I'm gonna do the communism one just because since she's not from Earth, then she wouldn't really know about communism on Earth. And so I can use her lack of knowledge against her without saying that her homeworld is primitive. Because I feel like that's just straight insulting. Calling her naive, insulting. And I don't believe that horizontalism will make us slow. It may work. However, although the majority of witches from our coven come from Earth, many of them predate the existence of communism. Don't worry, we'll figure out a more universal approach. Alright. Okay, let's capitalize on your intimate knowledge about your rival. What would you say is Dahlia's strongest point? Her overwhelming charisma and the confidence she projects. That's from Mulan, right? Not Mulan. Pocahontas, Savages. Barely Even Human. Her overwhelming charisma and confidence she projects. Yeah, that's what I thought. She embodies the winds of change. Dahlia is pretty popular among young witches. Her determination, she is battle ready. She is the most virtuous, the most incorruptible of us all. I mean, she's very much determined. I do kind of feel like she's also the most virtuous, though. Like, she believes in the good of all. I'd say that feels more like Jasmine, don't you think? Well, Jasmine is a sucker for authority, but she's way more cunning and knows how to navigate gray areas. Dahlia, on the other hand, is truly a paragon of purity. She may be raw, but she won't break or compromise her ideals. I see your point. It's going to be tough to dig up dirt on her should we aim to undermine her persona. No one's perfect. I'm sure some of her ideals conflict with what the Coven deems to be right or legal. We should exploit that should we find it. Alright, what about her weaknesses? What is Dahlia's most critical flaw? She's very radical, lacks diplomacy. Oh my god, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm getting all these answers wrong. Like, I feel like I don't know Dahlia, but I also, like, I'm okay with losing against her. There's no wrong answer. Oh, thank God. She's very impulsive and patient and I don't think she gets angry. Dahlia's very green when it comes to debating politics or philosophy. I don't think so. Like, debating politics or philosophy, I don't know. You don't need to be I don't know. I don't think she's easy to trick. I think she is very radical and lacks diplomacy. I'm going to do very green when it comes to debating. It's a very exploitable flaw. We should aim to have as many exchanges with Dahlia as possible and defeat her dialectically. Send as many challenging questions as we can her way. Force her to make public statements on hairy topics. She's likely to sabotage herself if we overwhelm her with complex dilemmas. Is that really necessary? Listen, I'm literally the worst person to help you here. I know, Xander. I know. The converse, actually, remember, you're a writer, not a reader. I know! Which is why I'm so scared about the topics that I'm, like, the buttons that I'm choosing, because I know that I'm literally choosing how the story is going to unfold in the next chapter, and I'm stressed. You are acoustic. It's your call, but if we don't exploit your opponent's flaws, it'll make it less likely for you to become the next leader. Politics are ugly, I know. But also, let me tell you, you should expect the same from your rivals. Friends or not, I'm sure they won't be pulling any punches. Be ready. I'm already regretting this. But sure, whatever. I'll handle it. Alright, now for the third candidate. What? There's more? Of course, no one told you? No, who is it? She's gonna be like, it's you. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. No one truly thinks she poses any threat to Dahlia or Jasmine, but she is a candidate nonetheless. We should study her. I believe this dark horse has a chance of surprising us all. Tell me who it is already, come on. Oh shit, no, it's actually is a different person. What? Whoa. Capressa, the historian witch. The eldest witch in her coven, she precedes even Adana. Capressa is originally from Earth, but ascended way before humanity started even writing. She has an infallible memory. All events get registered inside her tray rings. She's been a really valuable source for the Cosmic Gazette. Capressa has helped us many times with our articles. The thing is that she's always played a secondary role in the coven, just supporting us with her wisdom. But, apparently, Capressa isn't a fan of change and isn't happy with the direction Jasmine or Dahlia want to take the coven. So for the first time, she's running for leader. Did I not take... Hold on. I'm now worried that I didn't take screenshots of... Are you kidding me? Guys, I'm such an idiot. I didn't take a screenshot of Dahlia's fucking politics again. I'm gonna have to go look at the VOD and then take a screenshot. Oh my god. Oh, I appreciate that, Arcane. Well, I'm gonna wait for... I have to finish... I have to end my stream for the VOD. So, I'll look at it later. Okay, her program is uses someone she wants to keep things exactly as Adana left them. Moreover... I don't have a second monitor. No, literally, don't worry. It gives you a clipboard with everyone's info on it. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Oh. Alright, moreover, she advocates for preserving Adana's corpse as some sort of oracle, to keep using her as a channel to consult with the gods and to set the direction for the coven. So, Capressa would essentially just be a puppet for the god's will. No, I appreciate that, Arcane. Honestly, that makes me feel so much better. Now I don't have to feel like I have to like dig up what everybody's politics are in this one. Wow. Fuck Capressa. Fuck her program in any case. I know Capressa personally, and she is very kind and helpful. But yes, no one wants the ghost of Adana to keep ruling over us. She has very few supporters, all among the eldest. But I wouldn't underestimate her. Capressa has this special, mystical aura around her. Combined with her vast knowledge, she's sure to impress many voters during the campaign. Depending on how gruesome the race gets, we could scare some of the most conservative witches into switching sides from Jasmine to Capressa. Oh, fascinating! I see what she's doing. Essentially, taking out supporters from my opponents, drawing them over to a minority so that I can get the majority. I see. As long as we don't underestimate Capressa and keep her in check, it'll all be fine, though. Understood. Alright. Are you ready to start defining our program? Or do you want to take a break? I have the feeling that defining this program is going to require my tarot deck. I wonder if it's possible for me to talk with Abramar. I'm going to see what happens if I take a break. Let's take a break. Alright, I'll say how we're reviewing our options. Let me know when you're ready to move on. Oh, what? I can't take a nap? I definitely cannot talk to Abramar.
Yo, what's up, homie?
Oh, yes, right. My dream also gives me stuff.
Sorry, I was muted.
You dream you are the owner of a tiki bar. You design a cocktail by mixing absinthe and boiled mackerel spines. It's so good that a line of 100 people forms outside your business.
Yeah,
Anyone who
so,
drinks it feels the urge to write
I'm around
poetry.
On Thursdays, I'm usually around until like 3 o'clock. And then
Okay.
I got shit going on in the afternoon on Thursdays. I do.
Gosh, Jason is really loud in my microphone. I'm gonna turn mine down.
So I could do anything like in the morning and then before then.
Can you guys still hear me? All right, I'm gonna hold this microphone so that way you don't have to hear Jason. Okay, back to this. I have not studied the tarot in my cards yet. No. I've studied some of them, like maybe one or two. The thing is that I don't have a lot of energy. Oh wait, studied the tarot stuff like in my books, like whenever I'm sitting here. I've studied some of it. I've done okay, so this I did fire, water, air, fire, water, and then I have earth. Earth is often the most coveted element since it symbolizes strength, and strength is always tempting. And I define it as tempting because there's actually such a thing as too much strength. I've witnessed many promising students fall into this honeypot, but what is the ultimate representation of Earth? A rock, and the most outstanding characteristic of a rock is its immobility. True masters of Earth don't hoard strength. It's all about balance. Because strength can not only be drawn from you, but from your peers, your tools, and your opportunities. Picture pieces of different kinds of wood. The lightest one may be at the mercy of elements, but the sturdiest one is more likely to fracture. An earthwood should aspire to become wicker wood, which bends before breaking. Combine earth with earth and you will provoke the paradox of the omnipotent, stagnation. The most powerful stalemate, the inability to exercise your own might.
It's a good idea.
Let's see. What do we have more?
Idea just to get comfortable with
Oh yeah, back to fire. Out of fear, fire's most respective elements. It's always represented conflict. Fire is an element that most initiates tend to avoid. Who would desire conflict? However, ignoring conflict will leave you at its mercy, and which shouldn't live with their eyes closed. As with any other element, fire is within everything. There's fire inside a cup of tea, for its potential to be poison, to burn your tongue, or because it reminds you of a deceased lover. There's fire within any friendship, even if they are kept at bay. Concepts such as rivalry, envy, or anxiety are always present among sentient beings. It is when you ignore them that you can become possessed by them. A master of fire is able to walk among flames because they know them and know how to avoid getting burnt. Moreover, a master of fire is a force to reckon with should they decide to unleash those flames. Something curious happens, though, if a witch decides to combine fire with fire. Rebirth. The nature of entropy pushes everything towards its end. However, the end is the beginning of a new end, which is the beginning of yet another end. Ad infinitum, ad nauseam. Fire and fire open the gates to everything new. So, funny thing about that.
All I do on Fridays is make bread and get ready for my stream at night.
Oh yeah, it's like the second card that I made. Sinner's Rebirth. I was just like, oh yeah, I have all this fire energy. Let me make a fire card.
Yeah, it's something I don't do regularly.
Yeah, no, I've used this quite a bit. I'm pretty sure whenever Adana's ghost came to visit me, I pulled this card out and I was like, yes! The Coven is also one of my favorites because it has an overall positive outcome. And again, it's also combining a bunch of air elements. This one's been interesting. The Challenger's Poem. I have 0 air, so I can't. Oh, well I can do. No, I have 2 fire. Yeah, no. Yeah. I could see that. I mean, it's somewhat easy to get. Also, this artwork is so rad. How can you not? How can you not use that? The Challenger's Poem was interesting to get. This combines a lot of fire and air. The Red Strings Clubs. I just wanted... Oh, which one? Oh, thank you! Well, yeah, because I didn't want it to be a boring... I didn't want the background to be boring. The Red Strings Club was interesting to make. Oops. Honestly, I just wanted to see what would happen if I combined the Lucky Swordfish with the bartender in the bar. But it was it took so many water elements. Holy shit. But I really love what I got. Communication, peace, yearning, passion, and power. Orpheus. Which I wasn't expecting it to be titled Orpheus. That's a reference to one of their other games? Oh, nice. That's really neat. I have complex feelings about this because Orpheus, I was like, oh shit, it's Orpheus. And yeah, bad omen. Where's Eurydice? I know. Clearly he looked behind him. I have the Grinder, which I got this super powerful guy. I don't even remember when I got him. I think I got him as a gift from I don't remember. It was really hard to fashion a card that I like enjoyed looking at with the redstone bloody bandage guy. But I was like, as much as it's called the grinder, I love the meanings: leadership, purpose, alliance, justice, support, success, temptation, and happiness. Like, absolutely. And then because I give all my people too many arms. Yeah, I mean, like, they give you so many arms. Like, I get it. Why wouldn't you use it? Trypophobia. So I got this card because I successfully separated Greth from her behemoth. And I did it, however, the way that I did it was I did make a deal with Abramar to give me the name, because I was sitting at like only 29% chance of succeeding, and I was like, this is literally somebody else's life that I'm dealing with, and I would much rather succeed. I did split them apart, yeah. I took the plunge. So I got this because this is Greth's behemoth in card form, essentially. So I got this also because since I tried to trust Jasmine with that information that Greth had summoned a behemoth, the arbitrage office did eventually arrest Greth, which sucks. But then Greth sent me this, so you know, that's a choice that I would make differently if I was able to split them apart again. But determination, rightfulness, discovery, purpose, ego. Yeah, absolutely. Like, the thing is, like, similar to like anytime I play an RPG, I really enjoy trying to craft the story that I want. So the first time that I go through any sort of visual novel or RPG, I craft a story that I'm trying to make, or that I'm going with the flow, trying to do what I think is right. The second time around, what I do is I try to craft a story that I want, and so I'll use any information that I have available to do so. Oh, you know what? That was one of the options of the cards that I drew. And, like, in retrospect, obviously, like, now that I know that every choice that I make comes true, which I kind of knew that in the beginning, but, like, it wasn't yet determined. I saw that was an option in one of the cards that I drew. Like, it was, like, one of 3 options where they fuse into one being. Yeah, that's really cool. As long as she doesn't run for president too. Oh. And I got this one. I got the astronaut. I made Liberty. It's the star that's like a prison, or was once a prison for a behemoth. It's also a bad omen, but it's also happiness. An arbiter kills just. Yes, also that. So whenever I was drawing a card for the arbiter, one of the options was that they were going to kill somebody. And I was like, I don't want you to kill somebody. So instead, I chose the option that was that the arbiter got injured during the arrest. And I'm so happy I did that. Dancing in the dark, which like makes me think of Dirty Dancing. This one I love. It's all positive: support, success, communication, peace, happiness, yearning, and passion. I just recently remade this coming of age. It's a bunch of water elements put together again. Mercy, wellness, communication, peace, and power.
It's like Dark Souls where you can
And then I just made this one not too long ago. Gladiolus Breeze. Guide, discovery, determination, rightfulness, justice, support, and success. Yes. So, yeah, I feel really good about these. And I made the sun. I put the sun behind his chest. It sucks because I can't, like, hover and show you what it looks like. But yeah. One, two, three. I wonder if I can have, like, even more cards. Thank you. Okay. Took a break. I'm done. I'm going back to it. I don't have enough energy to, like... I have 10 earth, I guess.
Yeah, so what's really wild about the game, though, is that it's like, it's exactly toeing the line on, like, legally distinct from...
Oh, you got as many as one. Nice.
Like, the over-the-top democracy shit from
So here's the other things that I got that are interesting.
the back of the helmet...
I feel like it's a Dark Souls reference, but like...
You enter from orbital drop pod. ODST stands for Orbital Shock Drop Trooper.
So, I don't really have many backgrounds. I think you just get... I don't really have any new backgrounds, and I think that's okay. Alright, so we're gonna use that. This! The Penitent one? I just recently got this. This looks like a Dark Souls character.
This is great, and I'll take it.
Like a Dark Souls PC. And I want to use it so fucking badly. But I have to have... So I got the earth and water down. But I don't have any fire. I don't have enough. Because look at how much fucking fire I had to have. I gotta have 5 fire. And I have not been making many fire decisions lately. Oh, do I have any other, like, legendary shenanigans? No. Yeah. I've used them all. I just don't want to destroy any other cards that I have. Like, maybe I could destroy Orpheus. But I don't think Orpheus has much fire. Well, actually, Orpheus does have some fire. Maybe I could destroy Orpheus to get some of that fire back. So I can make... Where's Orpheus? He only has 2 fire. Yeah, that's not enough. And I'm not willing to get rid of Sinner's Rebirth. Or even Challenger's Poem. Like, Challenger's Poem has been pretty good. Because it's essentially, like, very self-sacrificial. Alright, I'm just gonna have to keep going. Oh, it's weird that I'm not sitting down. Alright, we'll go over every point, assess our options, make some choices, and when we have a first draft, we can review any aspect to iron out the program. It's okay to borrow some ideas you may fancy from your relatives, but try to make a program that's unique enough to be your own. Sorry, I'm like always congested. Okay. First point. Judgment. Right now, this is where our rivals stand. Jasmine wants to form a quorum of the eldest. Dahlia wants to introduce Jasmine by a referendum. Pressa wants to keep Idana's runic judgment. What type of judgment do you prefer? We'll try to come up with a new option. Something fair but effective. What do you have in mind? To have a leadership that decides on everything without the community's input is problematic. But leaving all executive control in the hands of everyone will produce erratic results. I'm thinking of establishing some sort of ministries to compartmentalize power. Appoint experts in every matter to deal with law, exploration, magic development, resource management, culture. Anything, really. Set up as many ministries as necessary. All ministers will work along with the leader, but they would have the last word on their respective competencies, since they would be the ideal person to make informed decisions about each issue. And how will these ministers be appointed? Do these positions rotate? What happens if someone more competent shows up? Is the minister replaced? I mean, it's really interesting on paper, and it'll be quite effective to have dedicated witches on every important matter. But this will probably breed many power struggles within the coven, fighting for these positions or trying to earn the favor of certain ministers. I mean, yeah, she essentially just introduced lobbying. I hope you guys can hear me. I just realized that my microphone was super quiet. Not that the other options don't have downsides. I'm just pointing out what could go wrong with this idea.
How is this not the final exam?
I think it is still worth giving it a shot if you like it. If you're at the helm, I'm sure you run a tight ship and put together an excellent team. I'll help you. Yeah, avoiding corruption in this scenario relies on having a capable leader. You are a capable leader. I think you're ready to deal with any kind of judgment system you decide to go with. So having said that, what type of judgment do you prefer? Okay. Yeah, you had to turn me up? Sorry. Oh my god, I finally got this hair out of my mouth. Yeah, I forgot why I was holding this microphone so close. And then I remembered that Jason was being loud. Sorry. Thank you. I'm glad you can totally hear me. All right. Runic Judgment. Quorum of the Eldest. Both I hate, so definitely not those. So the two I'm wondering is referendum or ministry. So I'm immortal. And if I am leader for almost forever, and I control the state of the coven. Also though, I've also protected the like demise of this coven. So I'm not sure how this is going to play out. I think I would go with like the ministry system to me kind of feels like cabinets to a president. But like if also someone isn't doing their job and is not being an expert in their field, then I would have to figure out how to replace them. Yeah, ministry system is very much like cabinets, yeah.
If you're doing automatic, if you're doing automatic or rule based, it's gonna.
I feel like the referendum. Yeah, exactly. Like the referendum, I feel like is putting undue pressure. Like as much as I would want to get everybody's input, I feel like the referendum puts pressure on a lot of people, or a significant amount of people who don't want to make decisions. And it's okay to not want to make decisions. So I'm going to go with ministry. Now to law enforcement. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine wants to set up a system of warnings leading to expulsion. Dahlia advocates for amicable agreements supported by the arbitrage office. Capressa wants to keep exile as punishment. What type of law enforcement do you prefer? Well, obviously I'm going to try to come up with a new option. Fuck exile. Oh my god. I love that that's an option. I have troubled feelings towards punishment as a method of enforcing the law. It keeps law and order through fear, but we can't expect everyone to behave. Isn't there a way to make punishment constructive? Constructive how? Send bad witches to detention to do some magical studies? Not that, but hey, that may be an idea. What about community service? Elaborate. Instead of expelling members, or gods forbid, sending them to exile, we could set up a system of assigning hours of community service depending on the severity of the infraction. Tending other witches' gardens, harvesting magic for the coven, helping the explorers, whatever is needed, really. We could pull that off, yeah. I don't know if it'll look childish or weak in the eyes of some witches, but it'll benefit the community in the long run, definitely. All right. Well, obviously, fuck exile. I really wonder if I can choose fuck exile and then, like, still be able to ponder the other stuff. The amicable resolution, again, seems to be very, subjective. As someone who has done community service, I really like that idea. Hold on, I gotta sneeze.
Here, that's how I learned how to make challah.
No. 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 Oh. I have to sneeze. So, absolutely. So whenever I did community service, and it sounds like Stray Jorts had a very similar experience, it was not picking up garbage on the side of the road. When I did community service, it was assisting a not-for-profit Methodist thrift store in its inventory management. So I helped during their Black Friday sale. I helped work. I didn't handle any of the cash. Like, they obviously wouldn't let people doing community service at the register. But I essentially had to do 40 hours of community service. And I helped put clothes up. I helped sanitize beds to be donated to homeless shelters. I would assume, and obviously this is like with my own coloring out with my own experience, the way that it sounds very much similarly, where if you do something that harms the community, you make up for it by serving the community. Yeah. All right, yeah, we're doing community service. Next is forbidden arts. Abracadabra. I'm sorry. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine and Capressa want to continue banning whatever they deem dangerous. Dahlia wants to give free access to any kind of magic, but to enforce education so we all know what we're dealing with. How do you want to go about dealing with forbidden arts? I'm going to try to come with a new opinion, but I honestly would ponder free access.
That's how they get you, man. Yeah. If you want to share the screen, let me take a look. Or if it's on the other computer, it's all good.
There must be some middle ground between banning and free access. Some summonings or spells can save lives. They could even protect us from major evils.
I gotta read them like 4 fucking times.
Excuse me. There's much to achieve with a careful application of some of the forbidden arts. So, oh, and obviously I told my older sister, Patrice, about Abermar. What about extending permits? Make it so a witch can apply to have access to certain spells or rituals. And if the coven deems the applicant's purpose and aptitude appropriate, allow them to make use of them. That is an interesting compromise. You know more about forbidden arts than I do, so I'll go with whatever you think is better.
When you hear these terms, like,
How do you want to go about dealing with forbidden arts?
I don't want to hear somebody asking me to explain what a fucking VLAN is. I think that's more what this is.
Okay, but like I'm kind of in the Ron Swanson mindset. You know, like if you've ever watched Parks and Rec and they're like having a party in the public park. And the guy's like, hey, do you guys have a permit? Or like, hey, are you guys supposed to be here or something? And he's like, oh, yes, officer. Sorry, I do have a permit for that. And it was like a piece of paper that just said like, I have a permit. Yeah, so I'm kind of like free access and education for me, I think is the better option. Kind of like sex ed, you know? Third spaces are great. Well, okay, so what I'm pondering here, Xander, is forbidden magic. I feel like I've struck a chord. But yeah, I think free access and education. No knowledge is forbidden. Yes. It's a waste that our coven can't benefit from some of the most powerful arts, even if they're dangerous. Maybe we shouldn't grant access instantly, but we could open them up gradually as we educate our members on the implications and responsibilities of each spell. It's a bit risky, but it'll make us way stronger in the long run. Patrice is like, sure. Maybe. I'm not well versed on this topic, so I'll trust your judgment. Oh, interesting. I can ponder each one. Fascinating. I didn't even realize that. I wasn't pondering any of them. Yeah. Well, also, I'm kind of thinking about Harry Potter. Like, these are the dark arts, and you should never know them. But you also must learn them if you are to combat them. Yeah, I think free access and education. Wonderful. And now on to mortal affairs. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine says we should guide them, take care of them. Dahlia proposes cutting all ties. She believes that we shouldn't abuse our privilege over them and just let them be. Capressa wants to continue exploiting them for our benefit. What's your stance on mortal affairs? What else can we do about our relationship with mortals? I don't know. If you want to propose an alternative for our program, it should be something drastically different. Just some iteration on our rivals' ideas would feel uninspired or derivative. Ooh, what about this? We reveal the existence of witches to mortals. I know, you summon one otherworldly behemoth and something you know more about forbidden arts than me. Okay, hold on. Not only did I summon one behemoth, but I also technically raised Patrice from the dead and she became a witch. That seems forbidden somehow as well. Like, that doesn't seem right.
That's why I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Yo, speaking of what the fuck, bro, $380 for a 1080 Ti, and my man's higher than I am. Crazy. My fiance has got this card in her, it's like the 1080 Ti.
Okay.
It's a solid card. It's like the 90.
Whoa, coming out strong. What's your angle? Whatever decision we make regarding mortals will be morally gray, since they don't know about us. What I propose here is a simple concept. Truth. Oh, sorry. I meant to change my voice. It'll definitely stir some chaos at the beginning, but in the end, wouldn't it be better if we develop a working relationship and make them aware of our capabilities? Let them ask directly for what they need? That is beautiful, but didn't you pay attention in school? Humanity has a troubling relationship with witches. They burned us for sport. They burned poor, innocent women. What can they really do about the real deal? It's like revealing the existence of lions to rabbit. They can hide or reject us, but in no way will they be able to hurt us. You're underestimating mortals' drive to destroy things. But sure, that can make our program look strong. We can spin a good angle from it. Prepare to be attacked in any debates, though. I'm going to ponder cutting all ties and guidance. I don't want to exploit them. To be honest, I don't care much about mortals or Earth or whatever their society is in this universe. And if you think about it, I believe most people would prefer not to have witches meddling with their lives. Yeah, maybe. On the other hand, we would forfeit many valuable resources. Mortals have been a great source of magic and power and inspiration for our coven. However, cutting all ties will also cut all the shady practices and wrongdoings some witches have been pushing on mortals. And to some extent, it'll let us focus on our own affairs instead of dealing with petty disputes over humans. Alright, ponder guidance. So far, the Coven has been exploiting mortals under Adana's command. Maybe it's time we repay the service mortal societies have been inadvertently offering us. That's a good angle, although taking care of them entails many responsibilities as well as needing time and resources. We'll be giving up some of our Coven's momentum to charity. Not that that's necessarily bad, but it's something to bear in mind if we choose this option. Just because I can, I'm going to ponder exploitation just to see what that would do. Should we continue exploiting mortals? Exploiting? I mean, it's not like we were putting them through a grinder and exporting canned people. They aren't aware of this exploitation to begin with. Some of them are even happier thanks to some spells our coven has cast over their communities. It's the most powerful position, to be honest. Ideals are beautiful. But truth be told, our coven benefits a great deal from our current relationship with mortals. to keep exploiting them is objectively good for the coven, but morally dubious for many witches. It could be a tough sell among voters. So, fuck those mortals. It's like having chicken. Right, but do you guide chicken also? Because I was genuinely leaning so politically. I do want to have a different agenda, but I feel like I need to have some elements of
that's really good.
Jasmine and Dahlia's agenda to help people come to my side. So guiding mortals, but like, where are we guiding them to? What are we guiding them to? That's kind of a gray area for me because there's not really any clarity on what that would entail.
I think for like commercials,
yeah, people need food, but witches are immortal. Yeah, exactly. So I don't think exploiting is the option.
people used to have jobs. This one I thought was really good.
I also don't think cutting ties with mortals is what I want to do. Like, I can imagine, like, can you imagine being a newly ascended witch and then knowing that you can never be able to
This is the one that really
reminisce, indulge
because it's not human.
in
This is
your mortal life or what is passing where you once were? I think guiding.
But we came from, remember that like really cursed Will Smith spaghetti video?
I told Louise to run away with her lover and fuck Adana. I got the cloak. She made a one of those like spider weave cloaks that she got from actually going to a
This was like the first viral
spacecraft, and she got it from astronauts, or she made it with astronauts energy. And then she ran away to be with her lover, and I love that for her. I think she was honest with him.
image generator.
I think I told her to just be honest and that he would love her for her. Yeah, I think that's what I did. I don't really remember. It was so long ago, Arcane.
In 11 months. That's what's
However,
scary about it.
I feel like on a one-by-one basis,
And
like if it's one witch to one mortal, like, I love you, but I need to tell you that I'm a witch.
you can't trust it.
Absolutely, reveal your existence. But I just can't imagine
Nothing.
like 100
It's a body.
immortal beings coming down to Earth and being like, by the way, we're witches,
So the good news is this
and that going well.
is available to the public. This is not even available private beta test. This model is not out in
But also, to be fair,
opening.
I pulled the cards that humanity would be in bubble cities. So maybe they would
So the
look
worst
forward to that.
thing is something cursed like this, and it just keeps iterating until it's the result that it's happy with. So this is 4-time iteration, and this is after 32 iterations. But you see when you do physics, like, it doesn't know what to do with the dog. But now, imagine if they incorporate the physics engine.
I feel like revealing our existence to mortals.
Like,
Yeah.
game engine, right?
I feel like that
And this thing's actually
is a little too much chaos. I like guiding mortals. Like, yes, it uses resources,
these things.
but
You really won't be able to trust
I feel like they're resources that we can spare. Like, it's not exactly like we're being hunted. Witches have no natural predator, as far as I'm aware. Alright, let's talk about witch duties. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine advocates for freedom and trust, for believing that every witch will always have the coven's best interest in mind. Dahlia wants to institute some sort of magical tax, have every witch share some of their magic output for common projects. Capressa wants to keep Adana's quarterly controls. What are we going to do about witch duties? Alright. I want to ponder freedom and trust, magical tax, and then a new option. The coven's been pretty burdened for centuries now with Adana's abusive control. I don't know if complete freedom is a wise option, but it is an option that our sisters will welcome with open arms. Should it fail to work for whatever reason, we could always review it in the future. Unless we discover our community is extremely proactive and they pitch in voluntarily. It's certain we'll fall behind other covens in a few decades. But maybe it's not all about power and competition, and we could turn this into a more independent, laid-back association. In any case, my analysis is that this will weaken us in the long run. I agree. I don't think... It may be interesting to adopt Dahlia's idea of a magical tax. It doesn't require any specific actions to serve the coven, and it's pretty fair since we'll be asking for a percentage of every witch's magical output, whatever form that takes. No one should be worried about failing controls. You can go about your existence however you want, provided you contribute to the coven's magical reserve. It'll also open the door for us to attempt some ambitious projects, since that much energy from so many witches will be a tremendous asset to work with. It'll drag down personal development, though. Our sisters are used to having their full magical reserve to invest in their personal enterprises. So in the end, it's a matter of putting collectivism over individualism. Having said that, what are we going to do? New option. There must be another way to make our coven stronger without abusing our members and without degrading the spirit of being a community. In all the years you've spent in this coven, what would you say has helped bring your A game the most? Demand, inspiration, sharing resources. Oh, I know. Mentorship. Hold on. Oh my god, I finally got it. Oh. I can finally breathe a little bit better. Oh. My mentor, Eugenia, has been a cornerstone in my development as a witch. What do you say we institute a mentorship program? That's a great idea. Right now, one of the most pressing issues within our coven is the power gap between novices and elders. It'll help to tighten the relationship between different generations of witches, too. I like it. But this idea will be way better received among novices than elders. Old witches won't really be getting anything out of this deal, so it'll be tough to sell for the less charitable conservatives. A mentorship is something that requires a lot of time and work, so it'll get in the way of many of the elders' plans. You yourself will be forced to take on some apprentices. Think about what that'll mean for your lifestyle. Let's see. Interesting. The weird thing is that, like, in a lot of fantasy novels, in a lot of fantasy settings, mentorships are just the thing that you do. Like, you just have them. Wizards have apprentices. I would think witches do too, but I guess apparently not. like, I don't know why there isn't a mentorship program. I'm going to do mentorship, though.
4K monitor, it'll use the AI cores
And,
that graphics card that usually do
like, there is going to be the issue, I can see, of some witches having bad mentors. And in that case, I would consider that an elder, if an elder witch is like, well, blah, 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 I hate mentoring or whatever, then, like, then you're not contributing to the coven, are you? I'm going to go with a mentorship program. And finally, we have the issue of what to do with a Donna's corpse. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine wants the coven to devour her corpse. That way we will all absorb her magic and become considerably more powerful. Dahlia wants to scatter her remains, give them back to the cosmos. That way, more witches will be able to ascend and will become more numerous and diverse. Capressa wants to conserve a Donna's corpse to consult with her and keep using her as a channel to talk with the gods. What do you want to do with a Donna's corpse? I'm going to ponder the scattering and then the new option.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we should scatter Adana's remains? I mean, power for the sake of power is a bit pointless, and allowing more women to ascend to become witches seems the most humane thing to do. You're probably right. Opening the gates to potentially double our size will definitely stir some chaos in these times of change. But who cares? There's also power in numbers. Just bear in mind that advocating for scattering Adana's remains will earn us the sympathies of the novices and discomfort from the elders, and vice versa. New option. What if... it's too much. Spit it out. We're brainstorming here. A wild idea could lead to something interesting. That's a radical idea. That does seem like it's too much. Fortuna. What if only the leader gets to eat Adana? All by herself? What if you hoard Adana's power all to yourself, you're saying? Yes. Become some sort of super leader. If it becomes a tradition, whoever's in charge will become more and more powerful with each generation, inheriting all the power of their predecessors. I mean, we already get to literally control fate, right? Why do we need more power? I wonder if that's, I wonder if someone doing that could gain enough power to rival that of a behemoth. Yeah. That's true. Working towards a godlike figure who can safeguard the common from any evil. That is dangerous. Not a lot of people will agree with this plan. But if you manage to pull it off, you'll become extremely fucking powerful. I don't want to imagine what that would imply for your powers. You will be able to rewrite reality itself if needed. I'll support you if that's what you want. Oh my god. What do you mean we literally already do that? Literally already do what? Do we already rival behemoths? I don't think so. Oh, writing reality? Well, she's saying rewrite. Like, if I ate Adana, Fortuna, ate Adana, she could rewrite So, like, alter events that have already happened. I personally would be terrified of having that much power. Currently, no. Currently, I do not have the power to rewrite. Well, so I can only rewrite the past if someone asks me about the past. Wow. I'm gonna ponder devouring Adana now, because I'm actually, like, I don't know if I want to go with the super leader option. Devouring Adana's corpse is tempting. We will all instantly become more powerful and prepared to confront these times of change. Yes. Yes? No witty remarks? Not that I mind welcoming more witches, but becoming more powerful will sure come in handy for my job. Yeah, that's the debate. I will support you no matter what you choose. Just bear in mind that abdicating for devouring her will earn us the sympathies of the conservatives and discomfort from the novices and vice versa. So... correct. That is what Fortuna's current limitations are. So, like, I read for Patrice, and I told her that she would live forever, and she was like, fuck, I hate that. Because she asked me, like, how long do I have left to live as a witch? And I was like, you got forever, bitch. And she's like, no. Oh my god. I don't know what to do. Guys, what should I do? Jort, are you still listening?
Yes.
What should I do? Should I devour Adana? Should I have the coven?
What superpowers do you gain if you consume her heart?
If I consume her... fucking eat the corpse. If I consume Adana's heart, or Adana's body, I will become a super leader. Eat the meat. You guys are no helpful. No arcane. Don't nudge me. I want to sweat.
What happens if you scatter her remains?
So, let me go through the options. If I have the whole coven devour Adana, all the witches in the coven get stronger. If I scatter her remains, more witches will be born and will come join our coven. If I go with the super leader option, where only I eat Adana's corpse, I will become the most powerful witch. And could potentially rewrite history with my powers.
Scatter the remains.
Alright, Jort says scatter the remains. Increases your coven's action economy. So I think for Honor the Dead, lame. You can get Abramar's meat. I mean, I was already gonna go with scattering her remains. The temptation for power is crazy. I was never really considering devouring Idana, but I feel like I also can't play both sides of the field, right? I can't cater to both the conservative minority of the elders and the majority of the novices. So I'm going to go full into the novices, scattering her remains. It might make us weaker, but why do we have to be the strongest coven right now, you know? Do we have to be the strongest? And why were we the strongest anyway? I feel like, similar to being a billionaire, you only become a billionaire when you do bad things. There's safety. And so, Xander, are you saying that I should have the coven devour Idana? Or should I become a super leader? So he's saying that if I have the coven, it's also true. You can only trust you, so you should eat it. But I want to trust others. A hard choice indeed. I think it's 16 inches. Arcane. So if I do scattering remains, it's not that I'm trusting others with this power. It's that others will be born with the potential for power. Which is kind of what I like. I'm going to go with scattering her remains. I don't trust others, but me currently, I can control fate. So I'm not all that worried. I'm gonna go scattering her remains. Alright, that's a wrap then. Let's review the program as a whole now. This program is unique enough. I believe we're offering quite an interesting option over the plans of our rivals. Are you happy with it? Would you like to change anything? Oh. I feel like it makes sense still. Oh, shush, Xander. I'm just a bleeding heart. Okay. I'm happy. Let's move on. Great. Wonderful. Fantastic. Now, take a minute to look at our program. Internalize it. Believe it. Make it yours. You're going to have to defend all these decisions in front of your rivals and the whole coven. But most importantly, I'm going to need you to sell the concept of it. And for that, we're going to need a slogan. A slogan! Finally, something fun! It's been fun all the way for me so far. You're really enjoying yourself behind that haughty pose, huh? You bet. What would you like to use as a slogan? Make our coven great again. ape strong together. Oh my god. Okay, so we obviously all know where Make Our Coven Great Again comes from. What's funny is
I don't know where it comes from. Please explain.
oh shush. Take fate into thy hands. So I've been playing so much fucking Baldur's Gate 3. So all I'm thinking of is Withers going, take fate into thy hands. That seems a little old school. Stronger together. That's nice. It's very simple. Straight to the point. Thanks, Xander. A real sisterhood. I feel like that implies that there are other sisterhoods that aren't real. And I don't want to invalidate them. A very happy coven. That sounds very much like... What's that one movie where like all of the wives get brainwashed and like replaced with robots? Stepford Wives. Yeah. It's very much gives me Stepford Wives. A very happy coven. Yeah, I think stronger together. Make our coven great again. I think stronger together. Very simple, but it does the job. I don't know. It's what any coven should aspire to, isn't it? That's why we're in a coven to begin with. Yes, yes. Simple is good. Slogan is all about marketing. It needs to sell the idea of a better future. Stronger and together are both quite desirable terms. Good choice. We're almost done. What else? We just need to start campaigning, right? Yes. And for that, we need the ultimate, most classical form of propaganda. A poster. What for? It's not like there are any streets in space to plaster with my face. We'll send posters to everyone we know from inside and outside the coven. Try to have them set up in common spaces like temples or cosmic markets. That's not my style at all. That's why I'm here. To do all the nasty marketing you're too self-conscious to do. I just want us all to be over. A few weeks. A couple of months at max. And this will be but a memory. You've done 200 years of exile. I'm sure you can endure this. Okay, I give up. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. I was thinking that your new cards have a lot of style. What do you say? Want to compose a poster yourself? Do I have a choice? Not really. You're really talented. Let's just squeeze your artist juices. Oh, I've seen this. I saw this, I think, in one of the promotional materials. Oh boy.
And you earn it pretty fast. I'm like, I think I've got 8 hours in the game and I'm halfway there. Yeah. It's so good.
I gotta say, the lightning bolts give me the ick.
Bugs or we crush your bugs?
Oh, have a great night, Xander. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed soon too.
I have uninstalled Call of Duty from my computer because I'm so done with Activision shit.
Oh shit.
Helldivers. We need to play Helldivers. I don't know if you need to. My buddy's running it with like a GTX 1050. I mean, that's a good idea. Also, just tell me what your, do you know what the graphics card is in your computer? Yeah, tell me what it is. I'm looking at this one page right now. I was taking a poop. I thought he said taking a poop. Thank you. I believe in you. You shouldn't be, yeah, you shouldn't be pooping in the same room as your computer. No, you shouldn't be. It's doing great, man. I've got it set up where I can actually manage it from just like a web browser now, so I don't have to actually SSH into it.
Oh, I kind of love that.
It means I can log in. I can use just like Firefox to log in to my server that doesn't have a monitor plugged into it and see how it's doing. So like I can take a look at it and see that like, oh, well, I've got plenty of RAM available and the CPU is doing what it's supposed to be doing. And nothing looks like it's failed and all my things are doing what they're supposed to. And then if
I think the hearts.
the server does.
I don't know, like the hearts are nice, but I don't feel like they don't go with this.
Because that's what the server does. It's like the server, like, it passes butter. And it can't pass the butter if it's off. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like the Rick and Morty reference? Yeah. Right, so that's what the server does. So, like, one of the... No, not really. It runs hot because I'm like, intentionally just barely not redlining it. So it doesn't really need a lot of like compute power to do most of the stuff that it does, which is just like local file sharing here at the apartment and hosting my, you know, like video playback when I watch something on Plex or on
Oh, that's fucking genius. Doubling the Fortuna. Oh my god.
it's a project called Folding It Home. A bunch of medical research universities, I think it's like Stanford put it together. They basically crowdsource medical research. We've scanned a whole bunch of proteins and like the whole human genome, but the data is all fucking discombobulated and it needs to be organized in order for scientists to do stuff with it. So
I'm actually kind of down with this. Oh shit, I didn't mean to move that.
data, but that requires a lot of CPU horsepower, so you can download this program that downloads discombobulated data, recombobulates it, and then sends it back to the scientists to do math with. And then, so I have it running that, and that gets a little spicy. So So I have that tuned to just run the CPU at a temperature where we're safely within operating spec, but below, I'm concerned about how hot it's running. On average, that CPU has been running at about 76 degrees for 8 months, and it's doing fine. Or 76 Celsius for about 8 months. Bombadil loves it because it's a big warm cat bed.
Yeah, I'm kind of down with this.
Yeah, so like I rebooted.
I don't like the lightning bolts.
Like, I just did a reboot today because the amount it was starting to get I was starting to run out of available.
Yeah, I literally forgot about Fortuna being doubled.
Keeps available in system RAM.
And how you could just like do that. That looks trippy as hell.
Very cool. Maybe it's time for a reboot today. So now we're down to just like normal operation.
Jort, you gotta look at my chat. That's my fiance. That's okay. I totally understand. I appreciate the question mark. I'm gonna try to be fucking more quiet, Jort. I don't know what he's talking about, to be honest, though.
Unironically, kind of how it works.
You know what? I gotta be honest. Yeah. Stray Jorts, Stray Thorn. Yeah. That's my fiance. Oh my god, this mirrored Fortuna is tripping me out. I love it, but I also don't want to look at it all the time. Oh, don't worry. So it's really funny that you say that, Arcade, because we actually look really closely alike. And at the bar that we used to work at together, a lot of our patrons would be like, "So you guys brother and sister?" And we're like, "Oh, I sure hope not." Oh my god, that's awesome. Yeah, I think I'm good with this. I like the elements. I like how they all mix.
I am hosting basically Netflix for all of you guys. If I recall, I sent you guys a lot of these.
In fact, I think I like that better.
For my media library. My whole fucking media library. 5 terabytes of pirated content.
I wonder what happens if I move those guys over there. And you over there, though.
Including a whole bunch of Disney movies and kids shit. Hang on, let me check my users. Dashboard.
I liked it actually back where it was. Amazingly. Yeah, I really like that for some reason. Yeah. Alright, I'm done. What do you think? Pretty cool. You can never have too many stars on a political poster. Should I give it another try? No. It's good. I like it. It's powerful in a very unique way. If anything, it does a great job of capturing your essence. We should send this to museum once the race is over. Shut up. Great. We are ready to win this race. Finally. Honestly, I'm really not cut out for this. Yes, you are. Fate provided you with a mean sister to make sure of it. Just my luck. Now, to the unavoidable question. No! Why don't you draw a card to make sure we win this thing? Yeah, it's been on my mind this whole time. Honestly, though. I believe you should do it. I'm sure the others will be using their own arts to get ahead of the race. It doesn't come without its risks, though. There's always a chance I draw a card that doesn't offer any favorable results to us. And once drawn, there's no going back. We could assure a victory, but we could also doom us and make all of our efforts futile. Futile. Right. Well, you know your deck better than anyone. Our chances of winning through sheer effort are pretty decent, I'd say. But if you want to remove the anxiety from the competition by determining the outcome, I'm in. I'm fucking doing it. I'm really confident about my deck of cards, and I really hope it doesn't bite me in the ass. Alright, game on. Let's draw a card. Yes! I can't get enough of your divination. It's always so thrilling. Let's hope this thrill pays off. This reading is going to be nerve-wracking. More than reading into your sister's death? Yes! Ouch. Reading into your end was more like morbid curiosity. Whereas this card is about to see the outcome of many weeks of effort. You're right. I'm nervous too. Hit it. Please. No! Not Orpheus. That was the one. That was the one card that I didn't want. Oh. I'll just turn my PC off. Oh.
Yes, I know. I've done it a lot. I've done it enough.
We will win. Alright, so I have 4 options. We will win. Our coven will stop being the most powerful, but its members will be extraordinarily happy. I really like that one. Capressa will win, and it'll bring some dark times for the coven. Yeah, it will. Dahlia will win. Her mandate will lead to an unprecedented peace that will extend beyond the coven. Or Dahlia will win. Unfortunately, her leadership will weaken the coven, which will ultimately dissolve. Oh, I'm stuck between Dahlia winning and me winning. But also, I really like the idea that her mandate will lead to an unprecedented peace. That's really hard. We will win. We'll stop being the most powerful, but we'll be happy. Dahlia will win, but there will be peace. Am I really gonna invalidate? Am I really gonna invalidate all the work that I just put in, though? I just spent like an hour putting my campaign together. Oh. Peace. Happiness. What's funny is that I'm also not getting any fucking fire elements because I just haven't been choosing any. I think I want to win. True. I think there's peace and happiness in being extraordinarily happy. Yeah. Oh, nice. That sounds sweet, actually. I'm looking forward to a chill, less relevant coven. Yeah, witch life is about to get better. Well done. Feels so weird to write my absolute victory. Just enjoy it, damn it. What now? We just wait, arms crossed, to have the leadership of the coven handed to us? Now you have fun. I know, right? We're so overpowered. You can enjoy the campaign knowing that no matter what you say you do, you will get to win. Fun, huh? I'll try. Since we know the outcome already, now it's all about the theatrics. I guess so. The feeling is similar to when I got to know my own end. It removes a lot of the pressure from the very act of existing. We just play our part and wait to see the fireworks. Don't you like the feeling? I could see the appeal. Now it's all a game. Right? I think I need to rest for a bit now. She seemed pained when I said that. Gonna go home, take a bath, get my thoughts in order. When I come back, our next mission will be to form a team and start actually doing things. Okay, I'll be here. I really wish that this would save for me though, so that way I could exit this game because it is so late. But I haven't seen the save icon. It's saved right now? You think? I'm really worried that it didn't save. Oh, that's right. I can press exit. Game saved a minute ago. Thank you, Arcane. It's late. I gotta go to bed. I will be back next week, Wednesday, probably around the same time. This is the place to take a rest. Yeah, because there's probably a lot of stuff that's going to happen. Alright, well, I got to open up Twitch so I can raid. See if there's anybody to raid. What is she, wait, I'm curious, of course, and I'm like, what is she saying? Please wait here, you any will be here in a minute. Oh, that's probably right when I just became this is gonna start right when I became an apprentice. Right when I became a witch. I don't think I'm friends with I don't think I follow Retro Jared on Twitch. Let me find him. What's Retro Jared doing? Oh boy, that's a whole pivot. All right, well we're gonna raid off to someone who is saving Super Earth, who someone's playing Helldivers 2. So Arcane, I don't know if that's your cup of tea. Oh wait, Jason, you gotta come over here. Someone, I think it was Jeffers, requested a pet Jort. Good. Head down. There you go. I don't think Jeffers is here anymore, but I'm petting him. Thank you, honey. Also, Arcane, that's Jort. Arcane says hello.
Hello.
Okay. You do not look like siblings. No, we don't look like siblings as much now, but we did 7 years ago. I'll show you I'll maybe share real life photos later. Alright, let me refresh. Oh, that's him. Just in time for the raid. Alrighty. We're gonna raid in just a second. Alright, here we go. Raid. We have raided Retro Jared. Alright. And with that, I am going to head off. And I hope you guys have a great night. And I will try to be here next week on Wednesday. See you guys later.